welcome. Thank you for joining me for another trivia, just general trivia today. My hair looks so messy. It's just curly. Got a clip up here. Linda Ronstadt style. I see Mumsy, Zach, Chalet, everybody in the house. We are ready to go. I've got two trivia games. Both of them have multiple choice. Thank you, Chalet. And so if one's boring or something, we can switch over to the other one. You know, they're both like 50 questions or something, which should be enough to take us for a full hour, because I think we usually spend at least about a minute on each question. So you're sleepy. Mumsy's sleepy. I've been sleepy all day. I don't know if it's the heat hitting me or what, because it's been unusually hot, unseasonably hot for about a week now. And but I've been doing all this research on the Presidio in San Francisco, because that's where I was born. And so Mumsy has plans to like just do a drive through the Presidio on our way to visit my aunt and her sister. And so I've been doing all kinds of Google Street Views and everything, because the actual there's been a lot of renovations and things like this that have happened. In fact, there's the whole George Lucas thing, which is where like the main hospital that they built, it was built in between 60s. I think they started building, they broke ground in 67, and then it was opened in 69. And that building was torn down for the George Lucas thing, but there's other parts of the Presidio as well. So obviously I wasn't born in that building, because I was born in 66. So there was another building that there's pictures of as being the General Letterman Hospital, going back to the early 1900s. I think it was like the Presidio itself. It was in like 1896 or something, like during the Spanish War or whatever, you know, and then it had been used until the 90s. I think 96 it was decommissioned. Yeah, 66 was a great year. I'm probably getting excited. I know. Here, I'll show you my my carry-on. This is my carry-on. So it's got wheels on the bottom. It's got a pull-out handle, you know, so, I'm not going to pull it out. It's got there's a pocket on this side that zips. And this side has like, you put a bottle of water or something, but obviously you can't bring the liquids. Hope you guys can hear me okay. And then the front has a pocket as well as the main center. And I can carry it like this, and carry it like this, or use the handles and wheel it. So it's pretty nice. I think there's like flowers, maybe some little peppers, some strawberries. I don't know. Yeah. I like the colors. I like the kind of rainbow color thing. So, and then I could have like a little tote bag as well. I mean, because basically you have your carry-on and your purse kind of thing is what you're allowed. So you can bring on two things. Yeah, but I don't know. There's not really that much I'm bringing. So, Channy's got some surprise presents that she's not telling me about. She just said that she's got some surprise presents for Grandma and Grandpa. And so to make sure that I pack them before I go. But she won't give them to me until the day before I go or whatever. But as I'm getting packed, I'll show her, look, see, I'm packing. I need your things so that I can pack them in a good order. Yeah, it all adds up. So anyway, we ready to play? That's my news. Part 1 is colors. So let's do it. By the way, did you see this quote by Mel Brooks? If you're quiet, you're not living. You've got to be noisy and colorful and lively. That describes me.
Question 1. The Workers' and Peasants' Red Army was the army and air force of which country? China, Vietnam, or the Soviet Union?
Ooh, the Workers' and Peasants' Red Army. China, Vietnam, or the Soviet Union. And there's a picture of them. Wow. I'm going to go with Soviet Union. Although those are, I mean, that's really tough. Those are great choices. That is you, Mumsy says, I know. Zach says China. Oh, everybody's saying China. I know the Peasants' Red Army sounds like China. But I'm going to stick with Soviet Union. And if it's China, you guys all get it.
4 major signs it's not your first time living.
Yeah, blah, 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 blah. Okay.
The Soviet Union.
Oh! Okay.
What do you call a group of great white sharks? Is it a murder, a shiver, or a bite?
You know what? Oh my goodness. I was actually thinking about, like, if I did my own trivia for the general trivia, that this would be like a question, because is there a name for a group of great white sharks, or are they like lone wolves? Are they like alone? But apparently, well, it's a murder of crows. I mean, bite would just be like funny. So I'm going to go with shiver. Oh, Zach says murder of crows too. So, pod of dolphins. So Chalet, oh, Gibbo in the house. We can start again. We're only on question number 2. Shake, rattle, and roll. Mumsy, Zach, and Chalet all saying shiver. I agree. I think it is shiver. Let's see.
It is called a shiver
Hey!
of sharks.
Good job, everybody.
Commonly called a black box. What
Ooh.
color is the aviation
Ooh.
recorder box on a plane? Is it orange, black, or green?
Well, I was going to say orange or red, but since red is not an option, it is definitely orange. Oh, Burger King. Zach, Mumsy. Yeah, everybody's saying orange. It's orange.
It is orange. In US politics, a red state was won by which political party? The Democrats, Republicans, or Libertarians?
We all know this one. Red is Republicans. Blue is Democrats. And sometimes they'll put Libertarians or some kind of independent as purple. No, Democrats are blue, Zach. Chalet's got it with Republicans.
The Republicans. What color berets and helmets are worn by United Nations peacekeepers? Is it white, green, or blue?
Ooh. Cambodia sends troops into, as UN peacekeepers. So I know what color it is. Ooh, we've got green, we've got white. Gibbo says, I didn't get any extra bacon. You're feeling vegan, so you just had the standard amount of bacon. Chalet saying green. Mumsy, do you want to say a color? I'm not telling you my color yet. Green. It's blue. They have blue helmets. Too much meat ruins things.
The correct answer is blue.
Yeah.
In US slang, getting fired is referred to as receiving a pink slip, a red pill, or a blue bottle.
I don't know if you guys have heard my story that I actually got one of these. It's like, oh, this is why they call it that. Is it a pink slip, a red pill, or a blue bottle when you get fired? Yeah, pink slip. You guys all know. Blue Bayou. Blue Bayou. Crystal Gale. That's another one of Mumsy's favorites. I gotta remember that. Crystal Gale. Okay. Pink slip, pink slip, pink slip. Everybody knows. We say you get your P45 on the way out. Really? That's what you say in the UK. What does a P45 refer to? I can look it up for everybody. P45 fired. In the UK, a P45 is a document given to an employee when they leave their job, regardless of the reason for leaving, resignation, termination, anything. It summarizes their earnings and taxes paid. So there you go. It's a tax form, a P45. But in America, they give you a pink slip. And I literally, only one time in my life was I working for a company that, I got fired and I got a pink slip. Roy Orbison in the 60s. Oh, yeah. It's like Roy Orbison. Okay. What should I say? It's what you get at the end of your contract, yeah. Linda Ronstadt. Oh, okay, yeah. Linda Ronstadt. Okay, sorry, Blue Bayou. What did Crystal Gale do? Don't it turn my brown eyes blue? Don't it turn my brown eyes blue? Oh, there, Chalet, yeah. Okay, pink slip.
A pink slip. Who wrote the book Anne of Green Gables? Is it Oscar Wilde, Emuska Orczy, or L.M. Montgomery?
Wow. Well, I know it's not Oscar Wilde. Mumsy and Gurmy and I, we went on a trip in 1984 to upstate New York to see where Gurmy was born in Sackett's Harbor. And we went on this little like boat cruise on the St. Lawrence River. And there was an island in the middle of the river that they said that like, this is like the Anne of Green Gables house or something. I don't know. But I'm going to go with L.M. Montgomery. I don't know. What do you guys say? Montgomery, C, Mumsy, Chalet, Mumsy. Oh, L.M. stands for Lucy Maud. Montgomery. Okay, so yeah, we're all going with that one.
It was written by L.M. Montgomery. How many years are celebrated at a silver jubilee?
Ooh,
20,
silver.
25, or 30 years?
Ooh, well, 50 is gold, right? 50 is gold and 75 is diamond. Half of 50 is 25. I'm going to go with 25. But I don't know for sure. It could be like 30. We got Zach and Chalet saying 25. Mumsy says 25. Okay, let's see. Is it 25?
25 years.
5.
In which country will you find Lal Killa, otherwise known as the Red Fort, in Pakistan, India, or Bangladesh?
Oh, wow. Great choices. Great choices, because it was like all part of India. And then you had like Pakistan and Bangladesh got their own like independence. I mean, if it said like Russia or Brazil or something, then we could, oh, it's obviously India or Pakistan or Bangladesh. I'm just going to go with India as a whole, but that's a tough one. Oh, we got Pakistan and Bangladesh. You guys are going with the outskirts, the east and the west, and I'm going with the middle India. So let's see.
It is in
Oh!
India.
It was really a guess. I could choose.
Which of the following is not a type of red wine? Merlot, Pinotage, or Chardonnay?
Well, Merlot is obviously, that's like the standard red. Pinot Noir is red. Pinot Grigio is white. So Pinotage, I could go either way, but Chardonnay. It's a black fly in my Chardonnay. Your Chardonnay, whatever. Oh, Zach saying Pinot. We got Gibbo, Mumsy, and Chalet all saying Chardonnay. Yeah, Pinot Grigio is white wine. But I don't think Chardonnay is ever red.
Chardonnay.
Here we go. Chardonnay. To Europe. And the quote by Margaret Thatcher is, Europe was created by history. America was created by philosophy. Interesting.
Fought over the ownership of Hans Island, the Whiskey War was fought between Denmark and Canada, Spain, or Argentina.
Denmark. Okay, so there was a whiskey war on a Hans Island, probably named after Hans Christian Andersen. Spain, Argentina, or Canada. I want to say Canada, but it sounds like it's tricky, and it could be like, you know, Spain had a lot of colonies. I'm not sure where Hans Island is. You know, if it's somewhere like near Greenland and Canada and Newfoundland and all of that. I bet if Frugal was here, if that was where it is, he would know, because he was from Eastern Canada. Argentina, I don't think that they have a lot of colonies. But the Danes, you know, they went toward America. I don't really know of any Danish colonies. Spain had a lot of colonies. What are you guys saying? Now you know my thoughts. You guys are saying Spain and Argentina. And Chalet says Canadian whiskey. Yeah. Okay, we've got Spain, we've got Argentina. I'll go ahead and say Canada, just to be different.
Canada.
Woo!
Made in Serbia and selling at $1,300 per kilogram, which is the most expensive cheese in the world? True de Cru, Casu Marzu, or Poulet?
Oh, okay. So it's from Serbia. Well, Casu Marzu sounds like Spanish, and True du Cru sounds French. So I'm going to go with this pool or poulet, however he pronounced it. Maybe that is more of a Serbian. Yeah, makes sense. Mumsy says, oops. So only Zach coming in with pool. Poulet. We'll hear him say it the correct way.
The answer is Poulet.
Poulet.
What are traditional Dutch wooden shoes called? Is it Crocs, cloacas, or clogs?
Mumsy and I went to Holland, to the Netherlands, and we got to see people. I've got a picture of somebody actually, they were like wearing the wooden shoes. And so I've got little ceramic ones. Have you guys seen my, huh? Bye-bye. I should put the screen up big for you. Hide that for a moment. I got big slippers that I wear sometimes. Clogs. That is right. Hi, baby. I went over there to get these, and baby Wilbur is over there where my clog slippers were, and so she started crying, thinking I was going to like feed her. Dr. Scholl's. Oh, they're cute. Thank you. Yeah, we all know that they're clogs. So let's bring this back up and keep going.
It is called clogs. Supermodel Heidi Klum was born in which country? Germany, Austria, or Belgium?
I have no idea, and I'm going to say Belgium. Although with a name like Klum, could be Austria or Germany, but I'm going to go with Belgium. Zach and Chalet saying Germany, Mumsy saying Austria, and I'll go with Belgium.
She was born in Germany.
Oh, Germany. Good job, Zach and Chalet.
Which famous wax museum will you find in London, England? Madame Tussauds, Cathy Sark, or Sir John Soane's?
There was a Christian singer who had a song about Madame Tussauds. Like there was a fire in Madame Tussauds and everything was burning. It was a great music video. I can totally picture him. I can't remember his name. I can look it up. Madame Tussauds. Song. Christian. Steve Taylor. Meltdown at Madame Tussauds was the name of it. See what you guys are saying. Yeah, you guys all knew this one. Hey, Wonder World is here. Well, he's from the UK. So we have two people from the UK here today. We've got Gibbo and we've got Wonder World. Yeah. There's a whole wax factory there, huh? And
Madame Tussauds. In which country was the Nescafé coffee brand first launched? In France, Germany, or Switzerland?
Ooh, what a great question. Here's baby. Hi, baby. She wants to sit on my lap. Come here. 1938. Well, here's my logic. I always share my logic with you guys. You can play this by yourself. You don't, and I should give the guy a like that we're liking this. I'm gonna guess that maybe Nescafe was made because of World War II, not being able to get as much coffee. It is kind of spelled French and Swiss, so I was originally thinking Germany. But now I'm thinking maybe it's French or Swiss. Oh my gosh, what am I going to go with? See, I think France is too snobby with their coffee. So I don't think they would have started Nescafe. Unless because it was the war, they were not going to give up coffee. They were good, so Nescafe was launched in order to preserve the coffee culture in any way they could. That could make sense. I'm not thinking Switzerland. So between Germany and France. I mean, it's really big. It's big. It's huge out here. It's a huge global corporation now. I'm gonna go with France. What are you guys saying? Oh, we've got Switzerland. Zach is saying Switzerland, owned by Nestle. Chalet's saying France. Mumsy's saying France. The buzzer went off. Nee. Okay. So is it France or Switzerland?
Switzerland.
Oh, Zach, good job. Good job.
Painted by Leonardo da Vinci, in which Italian city will you find the Last Supper mural? In Rome, Milan, or Venice?
Wow, what a great. I'm pretty sure it's not in Venice, which leaves Rome and Milan. And Rome has the Vatican City in it, which is an independent state, by the way. But so there are a lot of little nooks and crannies in Rome where it could be. Milan is in the north. Milan is known more for fashion and for that one cathedral that kept its lights on during the war. So rather than blacking out, everything, they put spotlights on the cathedral, hoping that the Germans would say, "Oh, okay, it's not a factory, it's not this or that, it's a cathedral. We will not bomb it." And it worked. They didn't bomb it. So that's Milan. So I'm going to go with Rome. So yeah, it took a long time. So Zach is saying Milan. It could be. Mumsy's saying Milan, and Chalet and I are going with Rome. Gibbo and Wonderland are not pitching in on this one. But I think we all know it's not Venice.
It's in Milan.
It's Milan. Okay, good job, Zach and Mumsy.
Who is recognized as the last king of France? Is it Louis XVI, Napoleon II, or Lothair?
Recognized as, so that means that there could be somebody else that was actually, but I think it's going to be a Louis, because wasn't Napoleon not a king? Didn't he call him? Wasn't it after the revolution? So he was emperor. I don't even know who this Lothair is. So now, if they were all Louis with different numbers, I'm going to go with Louis the 16th. Oh, there you go. Zach is saying Napoleon was an emperor. Yeah, Louis. Okay, we're all saying Louis. All right, King Louis it is.
Louis the 16th. Which of these rivers flows through the city of Budapest? The Volga, the Danube, or the Seine?
The Seine definitely goes through Paris, so I don't think it goes through Budapest. The Danube goes through Germany. So I'm going to go with Volga, and that sounds like something, a Hungarian word. So I'm going to go with Volga. Lothair was an emperor 1,000 years before the revolution. Hey, Chmaz. Whoa. Hey, Piggy. Piggy's fighting baby. attacking baby. The Blue Danube. Yes, that's a waltz, right? Oh, Zach is saying the Danube. I mean, it could be because it could go through Hungary before it hits Germany. Don't be so vulgar. Mumsy's going to go with me with Volga. Let's see. It just sounds like, oh, Mumsy, speaking of Hungarian, I want to do Gurmpi's goulash when we're doing our cooking. We're going to do cooking videos. The Maven and Mumsy in the kitchen.
The Danube.
Oh, good job, Zach and Mumsy. It's the Danube.
And which language has the largest number of native speakers in Europe? Russian, French, or German?
Wow. I'm going to go with Russian. It's a much bigger country. I mean, half of Russia's in Asia, but most of like Moscow and all that is, and plus, I mean, look at the whole thing in the Ukraine right now. Maybe not half, but part of Ukraine was ethnic Russians speaking Russian. So when you consider the USSR and a lot of minor Eastern Bloc countries might also speak Russian, I'm gonna go with Russian. If I knew you were coming out of baked a cake. Good luck, Mumsy says about the goulash. Do you remember his recipe? I think it was just simple. I don't think he did anything special. Spoken in a New Jersey accent. Yeah, the Volga. That's what I was thinking, your persona. Margate, New Jersey, in South New Jersey here. Oh, Zach knows that accent. No, says Mumsy. No, you don't know Gurmpi's recipe. Well, we'll make one up and we'll call it Gurmpi's goulash because it has a nice ring to it. Is it Russian?
Russian.
Yes.
Did you know that Teufelsberg is a non-natural hill in Berlin, Germany, in an area that was part of former West Berlin? The hill is made of debris and rubble and covers an unfinished Nazi military technical college. During the Cold War, there was a US listening station on this hill, known as Field Station Berlin. From here, the United States National Security Agency would spy on the Soviet Union, intercepting satellite transmissions and communications.
I did not know that. Okay, mixed trivia questions. What is our quote by Hypatia? Reserve your right to think, for even to think wrongly is better than not to think at all. Wow, that's pretty profound.
What is the area of expertise of a numismatist? Is it coins, stamps, or flags?
Ooh, interesting. The stamps is like it sounds like philanthropist. That's not it, but it's a PH word. Is the stamps. So that leaves me with coins and flags. And if we have num, meaning like from numerals, if it has to do with numerals, then I would think it would lean more towards coins than flags. But, sometimes these word roots are from either the Greek or the Latin. And so you could get it wrong, but that's my thought process. Mumsy's going with flag. Okay, the philately or whatever. That's the stamps. Oh, Chalet says one cannot help but thinketh. So Zach is saying coins. Zach said, if I knew I was dumbing, I'd have been so dumb. Okay. Zach actually knows that flags is vexillology. Well, then why are you saying flags if flags is vexillology? Wouldn't you be a vexologist? So, okay, I'm going with coins. I'm going with coins.
Coins.
Yay!
Which of these sports brands was founded as Blue Ribbon Sports in 1964? Reebok, Nike, or Adidas?
Well, I don't think, and he says Adidas, like we say it, because some people say Adidas. That was formed by a husband and wife, and it's part of each of their names come together. So I don't think it was another company before. I think that they originally did that. So I think Adidas is not the answer. That leaves me with Reebok and Nike. Is Reebok the ones that had the 3 stripes? See, Nike has the swoosh. And I think Reebok has the 3 stripes, which would be like a ribbon. So I'm going with Reebok. Zach's got Nike. Yeah, Adidas, founded by Dassler in 1946. See, that's the Das part. And then his wife's name was Addison or something. I don't know. Mumsy's going. So Zach and Mumsy are saying Nike. Oh, you said coins at the outset? All right. Chalet's going with Adidas. And I'm going with Reebok. Oh, I think there's an ant on my leg.
The answer is Nike.
Whoa, Nike! Good job, you
What is
guys.
the primary sacred language of Hinduism? Is it Aramaic, Yana, or Sanskrit?
I believe it is the same as what is written on the Angkor Wat temples, which I know as Sanskrit. Aramaic is what Jesus spoke. So that's more of a Middle Eastern Aramaic. And Yana, I don't know what that is, but it could be sacred language. But I'm going to go with Sanskrit. So Zach also has Sanskrit. We don't worry about spelling. Don't worry about that. Nobody else giving an answer? Okay. Or at least it's not.
The correct answer is Sanskrit.
Sanskrit.
In what sport do contestants compete for the America's Cup?
Oh, I knew
Sailing,
this.
football, or golf?
That's interesting. The answer is not on the picture. They say football, they say golf. Here is football. Here's soccer. Here's cycling. Here, this looks like hockey. This looks like maybe basketball or shot put, but it looks like he's got an orange ball there. There is somebody in a bikini here. Maybe that's volleyball. But it is sailing. Ooh, Chalet saying golf. Oh, Mumsy said Yana. Okay. Zach yachting. Golf, sailing. Yes, it's sailing.
The answer is sailing. Which chromosome combination identifies the male sex? XX, XY, or YY?
You're in trouble if you're a YY. I don't think that can exist. Can it? Is there a YY gene combination? No. A naturally occurring YY gene combination is not possible in humans. There you go. See? Now you can do genetic modification or something like that, but yes, it does not naturally occur. You need to have a mother. The mother is the X. So XX is a girl, XY is the boy. Zach, what are you doing saying why? The man had a baby? A man had a baby with another man? I mean, I know that theoretically some people wish that could happen, but in reality, it doesn't work that way. Why? YMCA. Why am I dumb? We have fun here. Okay, it's XY.
XY. In what year did World War II come to an end? 1943, 1944, or 1945?
Ooh. Did VE and what do they call the Pacific? VE is like European Theater Day, victory in Europe. I think that I don't think they ended in the same year. I think Europe ended in 44, and then I think 45 might have been like Japan. For some reason, I'm thinking like that. But I believe the history books say 41 to 44 is usually when we consider the World War II. What are you guys saying? Not 43 for sure. Yeah, everybody's saying 45. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Baby, you cannot be here right now. You can go in here then. Ugh. Baby, what am I going to do with you? Let me make sure she's got food. See, that one's empty. Not over here. Yeah, have some food and have some water. Oh! I put her next to the bowl of food and she just jumps down and follows me. Baby, no. Okay, so everybody says 45.
It ended in 1945. Which composer wrote the Carmen opera, Georges Bizet, Frederick Handel, or Antonio Vivaldi?
I think it was Vivaldi. Oh, oops. Sorry, guys. Put the mean one out. I know. I think the mean one is outside. And then baby came back inside. Look at her looking at me. Okay, I'll close the door and give baby some TUNA. Well, that made her happy. Okay, Zach had it before the choices came up. And see, yeah. Sorry that I didn't pause it in time.
Georges Bizet or Bizet?
Bizet or Bizet?
What is the name of Elvis Presley's mansion in Memphis, Tennessee? Is it Neverland, Graceland, or Tomorrowland?
Great choices for people that might not know. Been there, done that. I haven't been on the inside, but I did drive through Memphis, and I took a day seeing all the sights, and I did go to Graceland. It's kind of I was surprised it's in a really rundown part of town. I think in the south. I think it was on the south side. So I took a picture standing in front of the gate. And I went down Beale Street or Blues. And then I went to Sun Records. And then I went to the Drake Hotel, which is named a Drake after a male mallard duck. And they actually have like a special place up on the roof, a special house for these ducks, these resident ducks, mallards, that every day at a certain time, there's a special bellman that escorts them from their enclosure on the roof down the elevator, and then there's a red carpet to the elevator into the lobby, and they've got like a big fountain in the middle of the lobby. And so the red carpet goes from the elevator to the fountain. And so every day at a certain time, they walk the ducks from the roof, down the elevator, across the red carpet, and into the fountain where they spend the day until it's time to go back. So saw that too. Graceland. Yes, Chalet. Tuna. Walking in Memphis. Good song. Good song.
The answer, of course, is Graceland.
Oh, and by the way, one last thing about Memphis. They have, I think it's the only place where they have both White Castle and crystals. If you know, you know.
Hemophobia is the fear of blood, germs, or being touched.
Hemo. What is the word root? Hemo for hemoglobin, hemophilia. It's blood. Hemo is blood. So it must be the fear of blood. Oh, yum. Yeah, not blood, but the Crystal Burgers and White Castle, both of them. Love them. Mumsy, if they have White Castle in the frozen food section still, they still do that, I want to eat some White Castle burgers. If they have them in the frozen food section. Got to eat me some White Castle burgers. And probably I should do it live. Okay. You get those all the time? White Castle, yeah. I mean, I was first exposed to Crystal Burgers in Georgia, but I'm just as happy to have a White Castle burger.
Blood. Which of the following is another name for young green onions? A scallywag, a scallop, or a scallion?
Great choice. I love these. A scallywag is a person. Not nice person, I think. What's the official definition of scallywag? Let's see. Because I would think it came from like sailors and stuff. Scallywag. A person, typically a child, who behaves badly, but in an amusingly mischievous rather than harmful way, a rascal. And also, it was a white Southerner who collaborated with Northern Republicans during the post-Civil War Reconstruction period. So it does not have anything to do with sailors. So there you go. So scallywag is cute that they threw that in there. Scallop, don't get confused. Scallop is the it's the seafood. And then so, hey, traveling fools in the house. Yo, yo, yo. It is scallion, as everybody knows.
They are also called scallions. And today's bonus question should be quite easy. What do you call the curved path of an object moving around a planet?
Orbit.
If you know the answer, share it in the comments. And if you are enjoying today's quiz, please leave a like and consider subscribing. It really helps. Now, back to the quiz.
Orbit. Did you guys know that? Orbit. Okay, not writing it. It's orbit. Okay. Oh, what's our quote? There is no cosmetic for beauty like happiness. Maria Mitchell. And who was she? Who was Maria Mitchell? An American astronomer, librarian, naturalist, and educator. She discovered a comet. How nice. Okay. She wasn't in cosmetics. Maria. Did I write Maria? Oh. Wait. It came up Miriam. Oh, yeah. No, yeah. Astronomer and librarian. Maria Mitchell. Yes, I read it right. Oh, okay. Picture trivia. Okay.
What structure is this?
Oh. Okay. I have grown up with this being called a gazebo. But there's also what, pergola and stuff. There's other words that come up in the novels. And I'm like, why don't you just call it a gazebo? You know. What are you guys saying? Oh, my son James. Make sure he's alive. Hello? No, I haven't. I don't think I will. I haven't gotten any. I don't know when you talk to him or whatever. I don't know. Okay. Okay. Glad you're still alive. Last night you came pretty close to not being alive. Why? What happened? Dosed you? The vape, yeah, the vape things. Hmm. Hmm. That's scary. It was probably either fentanyl or horse tranquilizers. You ever see? Yeah. Oh, Mumsy says hello. Your grandmother says hello. Oh. Now I don't know if he hung up or just lost his signal. Says reconnecting. So I don't think he hung up. No, now it's hung up. All right. I hope you enjoyed that little intermission. My son is still alive. All right. So, do they call it a gazebo?
It's a gazebo or
Yes.
pavilion. What type of animal is this?
Ooh. Okay. It doesn't look like a beaver tail. I mean, that's like really sucky that the tail is in the water, right? So therefore, it's more like it could be a weasel, an otter. Otters are usually in the ocean more than rivers, though. Mink, weasel. What did all the fur trappers? Beaver. It was mostly beaver, right? What else did they get skins? So I'm gonna have to go with weasel, but it's not fair that they're not showing the tail. A big rat. Yeah, prayers for your son. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know why. I saw something. New vape craze. Bad drug. I don't know. Oh, here's a December 2024 fentanyl found in vapes. No, but there's something. I don't see. Oh, let me put it in news. Zombie drug Zaxaline found in cannabis THC vapes. A dangerous animal tranquilizer Xylaxine. I think that's the one. But I don't remember what the street name is for it. Was he a zombie drug? What he was saying was that he couldn't remember his name. He couldn't remember what country he was in. He couldn't function for hours. And we've all seen the videos of like the homeless people in whatever city, in so many cities. And they're all on they're either the fentanyl or the horse tranquilizer. And they're just hunched over. They're just hunched over like zombies, and they can barely stand, and they're pooping on themselves and all this kind of stuff. You know, you want choices. Oh, otter. Okay. Otter, weasel, beaver. I mean, like I said, the tail is in the water.
An otter.
It's an otter. Okay.
What poker hand is this?
Straight. A royal flush.
A royal...
Oops. Sorry, I didn't pause it. You're right, traveling fools. It was an otter. You know. But I thought otters were usually in the ocean. There you go. Royal flush. We got fools. We got Zach coming in. Sorry, I didn't pause it.
What board game is this?
Well, I think I know what it is. I mean, I just know from the cards and everything, but I don't remember like all these weird symbol things. That's weird. I have no memory of like all these like weird symbols, but I remember that these shapes and the question boxes and stuff. So I know it's Trivial Pursuit. Mumsy, I think it'll go back. This is just the picture round. So when this round is over, I think they'll go back to the multiple choices. The colors represented the different categories. Yeah. Yeah, the symbols are just for show. Trivial Pursuit.
Trivial Pursuit. What country is this?
Oh, wow. Venezuela. Because this would be Colombia. And I remember back when, before there was a bunch of regime change things happening, Venezuela was actually pretty rich because of the oil and as a country. But then, I don't know, the U.S. got involved and did some kind of, what do you call it, when embargo, some kind of embargo or something. So they started losing money and couldn't sell their oil or something. I don't know. And so people were going across the border into Colombia to buy gas for their cars and then driving back into Venezuela. I remember that happening in the news whenever. So this one must be Venezuela. Mumsy says Colombia. Oh, they had many different editions of Trivial Pursuit. Okay, so that's probably why. Traveling Fools, I'm actually at home today and working on the computer. Just booked hotels in Miami and the Keys. Woohoo! Wow, that sounds like a fun trip. Hope there's no hurricanes during the time that you're there. Shalay says, as a kid, you tried to play the college level crap and beyond. When you're used to Monopoly, yeah. It's so boring and nobody could get the answer. Monopoly is overrated. I always enjoyed playing Monopoly. But we never finished. We never, I mean, you just had to like stop playing because we never got to like one person getting a monopoly. Trouble and sorry. What, James? Okay.
Venezuela. What are these called?
Spark plugs. What are they for? What are they called? Spark plugs. What are they for? Generating a spark for the combustion of an engine. I don't know how much you want. It's probably, the answer is probably just spark plugs. Who could finish it? It would take a year. I know. You always had to go home. Yeah. Oh, they're to generate a spark. Yeah, that would be an easy answer. Spark plugs. It's only the guys answering now.
Spark plugs.
Yeah. There you go.
What tool is this?
Ooh. I've never seen this, but it's got like a little winding thing. You know what it looks like? This, like, depending on the length, it would be a cigarette roller. Because I had a friend in LA that would get tobacco, like bulk, like a can of tobacco, and then roll the cigarettes. And they had a little thing like that looked very similar to this. Anyway, I don't know. It could be for some kind of strap, like a belt, some kind of belt that would go in there. And then when you go like this, then it's tight and it won't move anymore. What are you guys saying? Mr. Sparky, tobacco, LOL. An old-fashioned eyelash curler. Mumsy, do you know what this is? Okay, we're going to find out. We're going to find out. What is it?
A tube squeezer used by artists.
Oh, so like a tube of paint. Okay, good. Wow, that was good. What is this? I know what this is. That's poop, by the way. What's another word for poop? Dung. What is that? A beetle. It's a dung beetle.
What insect is this?
Do I need to pause it? A ratchet. Good idea, ratchet. Oh, Chalet said toothpaste. There you go. You got it. There you go, Piggy. Letting Piggy inside now that the TUNA is gone. Well done. Dung beetle. Yeah. So a tube of paint and a tube of toothpaste. It's the same thing. Good job, Chalet, on that. And so now we all know it's a dung beetle.
A dung beetle.
Probably one more picture.
What musical symbol is this?
I know. It's on the bottom half of sheet music. Well, of the lines. You have something on the top and then this one on the bottom. I know what they both are. You have a treble clef on the top and then you have this one on the bottom. Bass says Traveling Fools. Mumsy doesn't know. Pause. Oh yeah, pause for letting the cat in. It is a bass clef. Yes.
A bass or F clef. And what logo is this?
Oh, I know. Jasmine's daughter wanted the. Oh darn! Sorry. She was a teenager, and she wanted overalls that had to have this logo on it. Tommy Hilfiger. I don't know. I think it was like $40, which for me was a lot of money back then. Yep, Tommy Hilfiger. Too white to know this one. You got a shirt before it was revealed. TH for Tommy Hilfiger.
Tommy Hilfiger.
Okay. Life's like a movie. Write your own ending. Keep believing. Keep pretending. Jim Henson. So hopefully this goes back to multiple choice again.
What character does Eddie Murphy play in the Beverly Hills Cop movies? Axel Foley, John Connor, or Archie Moses?
Okay, well, John Connor is Terminator. So it's either Axel Foley or Archie Moses. He looks more like an Archie Moses than an Axel Foley. Axel Foley sounds like was it John Black? No, John Black, Jim Black. What am I thinking of? Why can't I think of his name? Doesn't matter. What are you guys saying? Oh, it's Axel. It's number one. It's Axel. Well, I'll show you. I didn't usually watch those kind of comedies, so.
Axel Foley.
Good job, everybody else.
What is the name of the van used
Oh my
in all the
gosh.
Scooby-Doo TV shows
Oh.
and movies? Is it the Meat Wagon, Mystery Machine, or the Scoopmobile?
I'm like Mumsy on this one. There's like no way I would have remembered, but now that I have the choices, I know which one it is. It's not the meat wagon. The Scoopmobile. No, it's not the Scoopmobile. I'm just like joking about that. Yes, it's the Mystery Machine.
It's the Mystery Machine. In which Kevin Costner movie will you hear the line, "If you build it, he will come"? Waterworld, The Bodyguard, or Field of Dreams?
Well, nice that they are all Kevin Costner movies. One of Chalet's favorites being From Iowa, Field of Dreams. Mumsy, why do you have S? Were you saying Scoobmobile? Oh, there we go. C, Field of Dreams. Number 3, Field of Dreams. Field of Dreams. Is this heaven? No, it's Iowa. Another great movie quote.
Field of Dreams. At which university do most of the main characters of the Big Bang Theory work? At Caltech, MIT, or Harvard University?
I never watched the show. I know of the show. I mean, being science geeks, I would think MIT. But being comical could be Caltech. It's not going to be hard. I don't think it's Harvard. Iowa proud, Chalet. Zach says Caltech. Traveling Fool says not a nerd, no idea. Mumsy says Caltech. Chalet says Caltech. Well, there you go. That was my first choice. Just from deduction.
Caltech. Which actor plays the main character in the series House, MD? Is it Hugh Laurie, Neil Patrick Harris, or James Spader?
I know this. So James Spader was like in Brat Pack movies, and then he was in Boston Legal. Neil Patrick Harris, I believe he was like Doogie Howser or something, or well, he was when I met How I Met Your Mother or whatever too, right? And Hugh Laurie, who's actually from the UK and plays House with an American accent, right? So good actor, Hugh Laurie. Number 1, Traveling Fools, which is Hugh Laurie. Zach. Mumsy saying B with Neil Patrick Harris. Chalet saying A. Oh, Mumsy going, okay, A. Everybody's saying A. Yeah, I think Neil Patrick Harris was Doogie Howser and then later did How I Met Your Mother. So yeah, Hugh Laurie.
Hugh Laurie. What is the name of the female protagonist in Disney's The Princess and the Frog? Is it Merida, Raya, or Tiana?
I remember this one. This was all kind of set in the bayou, like Louisiana bayou kind of thing. Raya would be more Indian. Merida, I don't know, maybe Spanish. But Tiana, it's Tiana. I'm pretty sure it's Tiana. I think I only saw it once. Zach coming in with Tiana. Traveling Fools, no clue. Chalet, no clue. Mumsy probably has no clue.
The correct answer is Tiana.
Good job, Zach.
From which prison camp did Steve McQueen attempt to escape in The Great Escape? Aflag 13, Stalag Luft 3, or Arbeidsdorf?
Wow. What a great question. I have no idea. I mean, there was Stalag 13. So I think maybe they're throwing Stalag Luft 3 because then you think of Stalag 13, which then I think became Hogan's Heroes on TV. So it would probably be Aflag. Oh, and look at that. That's a 13. So instead of Stalag 13, they have Aflag 13. So again, the 13 may be trying to trick you. So I'm going to go with Arbeidsdorf. Everybody's saying B, Stalag Luft 3. And Zach confirming that Neil Patrick Harris was Doogie Howser. Okay, so let's see. Is it Stalag Luft 3?
Stalag Luft 3.
Good job, you guys.
Tony Danza played in which one of these sitcoms? Cheers, The Nanny, or Who's the Boss?
I used to watch this show. I used to watch all three of those shows. I mean, Cheers, I watched all the time. I did go to Boston, and there's a place that is the exterior shot for Cheers. And so they've got the Cheers sign and everything. And it's because if you remember, there's street level, and then you had to like go down steps like into the basement areas where Cheers was in the basement. And so I was there. Been there, done that. The Nanny was funny. I just absolutely loved the accent and everything. And I don't know, I saw a couple seasons, and then, just it wasn't at the right time or something. So I didn't really see all of those. Cheers, I think I saw faithfully. And that leaves us with Who's the Boss? The Bull and Finch Tavern is like the real place. Who's the boss? Who's the boss? Everybody's got Who's the Boss. The others were names of actual camps. Oh, thank you. You couldn't stand The Nanny. Oh, I thought it was hilarious.
The answer is Who's the Boss?
But also the guy that played her husband was on a soap opera. I think it was Days of Our Lives. And I used to watch Days of Our Lives. So I think maybe that was also a draw for me with The Nanny.
What is the name of the fictional rural town in Stranger Things? Is it Bedrock, Hawkins, or Cabot Cove?
I was thinking, maybe it's Cabot Cove. I'm like, no. That's Murder, She Wrote. And Bedrock is the Flintstones. And so Hawkins, maybe, Stephen Hawkins being like a physicist type person, and then Stranger Things has all these portal things. I've never seen an episode of Stranger Things, but I wanted to when it first came out, and it's like set in the 70s, which would be like my childhood. I think it's really geared towards Gen Xers in that sense, to get that nostalgia. But then they have all these like weird portal things happening. Is my understanding of it. I've never seen it. So I'm going to go with Hawkins. Put the cat out for the night. Charles Shaughnessy. Yeah, that's the guy. The Days of Our Lives. You're right. The Voice. Okay, so number 2, Hawkins, Traveling Fools. We got Zach Chalet, both with Hawkins, Traveling Fools going yabba dabba doo for Bedrock. Put the cat out for the night. Cabot Cove was Murder, She Wrote. Mumsy coming in with B for Hawkins. Pebbles was so cute. Yeah. Did you do your daughter's hair like Pebbles with the little ponytail on the top of the head? I did. So Hawkins.
The answer is Hawkins.
They did not fool us.
The Dune movies are based upon the books by which author? Isaac Asimov, Frank Herbert, or Carl Sagan?
Wow. Wow. So Isaac Asimov and Carl Sagan both were like not just fantasy, but like physics, fantasy, space kind of stuff, right? A lot of theoretical stuff. I don't know Frank Herbert's name at all. And I think that if Isaac Asimov or Carl Sagan wrote Dune, I would have that association. So I'm going to go with Frank Herbert, but I could totally be wrong. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Bubblegum in a dish. How many pieces do you wish? Yeah, you also put your daughter's hair in the Pebbles ponytail. People still do it today. It's amazing. So we've got Traveling Fools agreeing with me, Frank Herbert. We've got Mumsy saying Carl Sagan. Oh, no. And then she changes it to be Frank Herbert. Chalet saying Frank Herbert. What happened to Zach? Oh, there's Zach. Zach Frank Herbert. Okay. So we're all agreeing it's Frank Herbert. Are we all right or all wrong?
Frank Herbert.
Yay!
And we've reached the end of episode 131 of the Ultimate Trivia.
Hey guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. And just, never forget how funny your hair could look. Oh, it looks better if I go down like bangs, maybe. I don't know. No, never forget that love transcends time and space. So wherever and whenever you're watching, I love you. So now we can chat. Well done for those who knew things that I didn't. She's so cute. I'll chat just a little bit of story that I thought was interesting, kind of reminiscing. I mentioned with Mumsy and Gurmy and I went to upstate New York to see Sackett's Harbor, where my grandmother was born, and ancestors before her were there, right? So we looked at the graves and this and that, and her brother was in the area, so I met great uncle, I guess. And on the way back down, we went to West Point because my grandfather was a master sergeant in the Army. I don't think he ever went to West Point, but Mumsy, you have to tell me if he actually went to West Point. I don't think so. I don't know, but we stopped there like in honor of him. And then I had written the author. There were these teen books, and I had to actually had to use Grok to refine and figure out who the author was and everything. It was John Benton wrote these teen books about girls that would end up in New York City in trouble, and then he would help rescue them and take them to a group home that was really close to West Point. No, but it's a famous Army school. Yeah, the Prime Minister of Cambodia right now, Hun Manet, went to West Point. Good show. Thanks. Hugs, everyone. Look at all those great emojis. And so I write the author of these books. I love these books. He's doing really good. I mean, and so basically he's writing these books based on the lives of the girls that he's rescuing. But then they're just a fictional, a fictional story, but based on these girls at the group home. And so I wanted to go to school and get a degree in social work, not sociology, because I didn't want to study society. I wanted to get a degree in social work to maybe start my own group home or something, right? And of course, then, so we go to upstate New York. I write him and I say, when I graduate, I'm going on this trip with my mother and my grandmother, and we'd like to stop and meet you and see the group home because this is my interest, And so they welcome him and his wife, Elise, or Elsie, because I just looked them up the other day. They've recently passed away in like, say, the last 10 years. They opened this group home like in the 60s. So they were already older when I went. But they welcomed me. They said, yes, please come visit. They gave me a tour. They told me how things operated, things like that. And so it was really nice. You remember, Mumsy? And so then I get accepted in several colleges, and in college, university, whatever, same. And so I choose to go to San Francisco State University. I started attending my classes, but around the same time, I meet my ex-husband. And so I was working full time, trying to have a relationship and trying to have, study. So I'm like, I can't do all three of these things. I'm going to work and be married and start a family. Might not have been the right choice. I don't know, but I have 3 great kids. 3 kids that I love. And so I don't know. I was just like thinking that now with Chani, that it's kind of come around that full circle, even though throughout the time, there was one time when I was waitressing, I don't know if I had 2 kids or 3 kids. I just remember we were in the mobile home that we were living in at the time. And one of my coworkers was pregnant and she didn't have anywhere to live for some reason. She had a job, but I don't know, her parents kicked her out or something. I don't remember exactly. So we let her come live on our couch for like 3 months or something until she got on her feet. And, there were always things like that where I'd be helping people. But now like with Chani, it's kind of like that full circle from back then. So I had this like dream and vision of what I wanted for my life. But now at 59, it's like, now it's happening, you can feel that. The rest is history. Chalet has 3 kids too. I don't know, for some reason I thought you had 2 kids. Yeah, we do have these kind of parallel lives. Only you were Molly Ringwald. I wasn't Molly Ringwald. I was the more loner kid. I mean, in a way, it's weird. It's so weird because I was never an outcast, but I always felt for the underdog people, right? And so I could eat lunch with, the cheerleaders and the jocks, or I could go hang out in the chess club with the nerds, and I could go hang out in the music club, and I could hang out, here and there. I never like had one group of kids that I belonged to, say it that way, So it wasn't that I was like a loner, like alone and nerdy and nobody liked me. It wasn't like that. It was more the opposite, that everybody liked me. So I didn't join any one group. I just moved around between and through all the groups, right? Yeah, I know you were a Molly Ringwald because you share pictures of your cheerleading days. Oh, no. I didn't mean rich. I just meant that like when you look at the Breakfast Club and the stereotypes that are there, she's more cheerleader type. That's all I meant. Yeah. Yeah, Mumsy says, I always wanted to help people. And I did, whatever I could. I mean, I can't do a lot, but what I can do, I'll do. You didn't go to the chess club. Yeah. I don't think so. Yeah, but you could see, there's those parallels, like you're saying, and we get along with everyone. So, which part of the Breakfast Club are you guys? We always go for the underdog. Yeah, that's definitely in common. Well, nobody else has to share if they don't want to, but yeah. So getting ready for the trip, only like 3 weeks to go. It's crazy, right? Let me see here. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, like 3 weeks. Tomorrow morning, I'm gonna go do some shopping. I've got a list of the things I got to do. I've already picked up a couple things. I'm excited to come to California. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Monty says, love hearing this, but I got to go. Have a great night. Till next time. All right. Yeah, we're going to wrap it up here. Chalet says, when there was a new kid that came to school, they came to me to show them around. That's cool. Yeah. I remember like the jocks turning a kid upside down in the trash can, and or shoving them in a locker, these things that we see on movies or TV shows, that really happened. I mean, they put that in, they write that in the script because that's what really happened. And I mean, I couldn't stop the jocks from doing it, but as soon as they walked away, I helped the kid get out of the trash can. I'd help the kid get out of the locker, so they knew someone was on their side. Zach, see you next time. All right. Easy to play it safe and be careful. Take it easy to play safe. Play it safe and be careful, everyone. You don't recall seeing any of that? Oh, I saw it. There was a lot of meanness. Yeah, high school has that. All right, guys. Well, it's Thursday, so next up will be Sunday. I get Friday and Saturday off. So there was the whole deep panting thing. Oh, that would be sexual harassment today, but back then we were like, oh, well, yeah. Depends. Okay. So if I see you on Sunday, otherwise I'll see you on Tuesday. It didn't happen to you. Yeah, I didn't get trashed, but okay, guys. Until the next time I see you. Catch you later.